Yes, welcome back for another Alliance War video. This is Season 27, War number 4 today. Poseidon is taking on NSX, or Noxious Smoke. And these dudes are a pretty beefy alliance. They finished last season in Masters, 13,500 Prestige, which is quite a bit higher than ours, so we knew we were in for a really tough matchup today. And checking out the defense, it's pretty obvious because their entire defense is composed of 6 stars, most of them at rank 3. I think there's 3 5-stars in this entire defense, so you can see how tough it is. We're going Path 6 in Section 1 today, and then we're going to jump over to Path 3 in Section 2. So you can see the Cosmic Ghost Rider and the Thing. Those will be our 2 fights in Section 2. And we check out the boss and the mini-bosses. We've got a Terrax up there, a Dragon Man, Hyperion, one of the few 5-stars on defense, Spider-Gwen, Mole Man, Man-Thing. This map is going to be a challenge. It's pretty clear. Every path is laid out pretty difficult, to be honest. They did a good job of their placements, I think, and of course, all really beefy defenders, but we're going to give it our best shot, and we're going to hop in, check out our attack team today. We're going to bring Falcon for the first time this season. He's the obvious thing counter. We're going to bring Magneto for all the metal opponents that we have on the map, and our regular Human Torch to take down the Dr. Doom opponent that we have. This is the 4th consecutive war this season. Every war we have had a Dr. Doom opponent. It's always been a 6-star rank 3, so we're pretty used to this fight. He's pretty commonly placed here on Path 6 in Section 1, or in the middle on the backup recovery node. Either way, I've sold him every time so far. We're going to try to do that again here with our Flame On pre-fight ability placed. It's the Strike Back Aggression Fury node. Very common placement, like I said. Those Furies can stack up very quickly, and you just want to get out of this fight as quick as possible. You really don't want to spend more than like 30 or 45 seconds in here at max. But we're not off to a great start. I'm missing parries, and he gained a few Furies, so already we've taken some block damage. But now we got into a rhythm. He's kind of throwing errant heavies, which is a little weird. It feels like Mysterio. But the Nova Flames are melting him down super quick, and he throws a special one. We can dex it fully. He's got 4 Furies, so you can see how much damage that parry did to me. We're able to dex the special one completely again. We get a shock on us, but he drops down, and we took about 25% of our health through block damage alone. So you can see why that Dr. Doom placement can be so difficult and so scary, but as long as you keep it in control, 16 hits, Human Torch, Nova Flame, downs him pretty quick and easy. That was also the only fight we needed Human Torch for this war, so it really didn't matter how much health we lost there. But we move on to this Guillotine 2099. She's on the Power Focus 1 Power Alternator. She's another 6-star at rank 3, of course. And this is the fight that I am not concerned about at all because I have Magneto. And any metal defender in war is just going to be absolutely wrecked by this dude. Because of the placement, it doesn't actually allow me to safely build to a special 3 because of the Power Alternator. So I don't know if that was their strategy when they placed Guillotine here to kind of make it a difficult Magneto fight, but it does a little bit, I guess, kind of turn into a difficult fight because you just can't end it with a really, really massive special 3. You should basically have to throw these smaller special attacks so that Power Alternator doesn't steal it. But she's not actually throwing her specials, so right here I actually can build my power a little bit, maybe get to a special 2, build a little more prowess here. As long as I'm beneath her power bar level, she's not going to gain my power through the node. So right here, we're still good. She's got a little more power than us. We're going to stack our prowess one more time, and then we're going to throw off this special 2 here after she throws hers. Doesn't quite kill her. We don't get the crit, but close enough. We only lose 3% health. Magneto, absolutely master of magnetism, shuts down anything metal. 21 hits, absolutely a joke of a fight. No problem there. We get through Section 1, no deaths. We're going to move along into Section 2, where we jump to Path 3, and we have this Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's also a metal defender. He's a 6-star at rank 3, And this node is the Boost Buff Armor Up, Enhanced Armor Up, and Chitinous Thorns node, or Chitinous Thorns. Still haven't looked up how to pronounce it. But he doesn't have anything to really worry me here. We're just going to use Magneto. He's 90% bleed immune, so we've got a point in the Coagulate Mastery so that we're not going to be taking any damage from this bleeds whenever he has an Armor Up buff, which he does right here. And again, because he's hashtag metal, this is really not a difficult fight. His first special one will be unblockable. That's really the only threat here with this dude. You really don't want to push him to a special 2 because it can do some pretty big damage through the block. So we're just going to bait out special 1 right here. And he doesn't really want to throw it. I've never seen a CGR so unwilling to throw a special. Finally he does. It's an easy 3-part dex, no problem. And now his future special ones will just be easily blockable. And because we have Magneto and he's magnetized, we'll basically take no damage because we'll probably get perfect blocks on most of them anyway. So one more special 1. We block the first 2 hits, dex the third one, and now it's just stack these prowess, build up to a special 3, and end the fight. So we've got 19 here, one more heavy attack, pushes us to 37, and I don't know why I didn't throw it here. I guess I was just being a little cautious. I wanted to bait one more special 1. We're at 26 prowess. I actually make a mistake here. I thought I had doubled it. I actually lost them, and I only had 7 stacks of prowess when I threw this, and it was still overkill. He doesn't survive it. So, totally unnecessary to keep stacking those prowess. 7 would have done it. We also did have the Suicide Masteries on there, so it was a beefier special attack. Our attack was boosted by 60%, plus all the boost we have on us. 21 hits, he drops down, really no threat. That's going to move us to our last fight of the war, which is the hardest one, I would say. The 6-star rank 3 thing. And he's SIG level 200, so he is a beefy dude. He's on the explosive personality enhanced armor up node, but he doesn't gain armor ups, and we're just not going to hit into his block, and we can basically ignore the node. We're using Falcon, obviously. We're just going to knock him down once with a heavy attack, dash back, lock on, and now we are good to go in and punish him. And because he's not gaining rock stacks, we really don't have to worry about counting our hits. When he's locked on, I also noticed that he didn't gain an armor up buff when I hit into his block, so I believe the node is shut down as well because of the locked on ability, which is cool. In hindsight, I should have thrown a special attack 2 right here. The locked on does fall off, and that's my mistake. I definitely should have thrown that when I was locked on, because now we're just going to try to back up, hit him a few times, wait for our locked on to come back, bait out the special 2, but he gets overly aggressive here and catches me with a swing. It doesn't crit, fortunately. However, I feel like this spacing is weird because he throws a special 2 right here, and it looks like I dash back correctly. Maybe it was just a hair early, and he catches me at the very end with that first hit of a special 2, and of course there's no way you're surviving this big boy cannonball here. It could have been the weird spacing off of getting hit and him going directly into a special. It kind of left this weird gap between us. I really thought I dexed it correctly, because if you look at it in slow motion like that, once the screen goes black, and right here when he hits me and connects, it looks like I'm still in my dash back because Falcon hasn't quite entered his fighting stance yet. So it looks like right here that I'm still sort of dashing backwards, which I thought would make it so that I would evade it. Apparently not. I did get clipped just barely, it felt like, and he ends the fight and ends me with a nice KO. So there's another death this season, which is pretty bad. Thing is a difficult defender. I don't think anyone can argue that. Falcon does make him substantially easier, but that was just a weird timing and spacing mistake. So there's really nothing to it. That's on me for the most part, I think. I'm not going to blame Kabam for the death. It just seemed a little weird the way the spacing worked out. So anyway, we revive and we go in here, we lock on, and of course a few hits is going to take him down. We leave him at 1% health. It gets a little sketchy here because I'm kind of gun shy about dying again. So I was like, I just need to hit him one more time, finish off that 1%, and we're good. But I did get a little nervous. But we get the remaining 2 attack bonuses with Falcon, and we take him down. So there's 2 deaths this season for me. Here's the Battle Group 3 head-to-head comparison. So we died 4 times. They died 3. So we actually lost our battle group for the first time this season, but it was very, very close. Only 1 difference. Obviously, that was mine, so that's kind of on me, partially, for sure. And we check out the overall score. We did end up losing this war. It really was not close. Noxious Smoke absolutely kicked our asses. They only died 5 times, so they get a lot of credit for that. That's pretty impressive. We died 15, which is 5 more than any other war this season, so that's definitely a lot higher than our previous deaths from other wars this season. So not a great war by us as a collective group, admittedly, but again, they were a very tough alliance. A lot of 6 stars at rank 3, very high prestige, so they're a good group. That loss puts us at 3-1 on the season, which is still good enough for rank 16 in Platinum 1, which is right in the middle of Platinum 1 ranking for the most part, which is a fine place to be right now. We're almost halfway through the season, so this kind of puts us at a nice neutral ground. It's right where we want to be in Platinum 1. Obviously, higher would be better, just to give us a better chance of finishing here at the end of the season, but for now, I think this is fine. 3-1 is a good start. So we're going to try to duplicate what we did well in our wins and reduce the errors in this loss. Learn a little bit, take something from it, improve going forward, and hopefully we can get back on track with some future wins in war number 5. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll catch you later this season. See ya.